May it please the Honorable Acting President and Honorable Members. Honorable Acting President Shri Deep Chandra Joshi, Honorable Members of the National Company Law Tribunal, learned senior advocates and members of the bar, officers of the registry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. This full court reference has been convened on the solemn occasion of the demitting of office by Honorable Acting President, National Company Law Tribunal, Shri Deep Chandra Joshi. With the permission of the Honorable Acting President and Honorable Members, I consider it my privilege to briefly place on record the distinguished professional profile of Shri Deep Chandra Joshi. Honorable Acting President Shri Deep Chandra Joshi has had a long and distinguished career in the judicial service. He joined the Rajasthan Judicial Service in the year 1996, and over the course of more than 2 decades, he served the judiciary with various capacities with dedication and distinction, and ultimately held the office of District and Sessions Judge before his superannuation from Judicial Service in March 2021. Honorable Acting President was appointed as Judicial Member of the National Company Law Tribunal and assumed office in September 2021. During his he has served as Member Judicial and Head of Department at NCLT Jaipur Bench as well as NCLT Cuttack Bench, where he contributed significantly to the effective functioning of the respective benches. Shri Deep Chandra Joshi is known for his patient hearings, his firm commitment to judicial discipline, his considerate and responsive approach towards the member of the bar, the staff, and the court. And he constantly endeavors to ensure that the cause of justice is served. As the senior most judicial member of the tribunal, Shri Deep Chandra Joshi assumed the responsibility of acting president of NCLT on 14 February 2026. During this period, he has provided continuity and stability in the functioning of the administration of the tribunal. Today, as Shri Deep Chandra Joshi demits office, the institution places on record its sincere appreciation for his service, dedication to the cause of justice, and his contribution to the strengthening of this tribunal. We are honored by the presence of the honorable members, learned senior advocates, and members of the bar who have assembled to express their respect and good wishes. With the permission of the Honorable Acting President, I now invite Senior Advocate Shri P. Nagesh, Senior Vice President, NCLT Bar Association, New Delhi, to address the court.
Your Honor, Honorable Deep Chandra Joshi ji, Honorable Acting President, National Company Law Tribunal, and honorable members of the National Company Law Tribunal, senior advocates, learned members of the bar, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen. I rise today on behalf of the NCLT Bar Association to mark the retirement and demitting of the office by Honorable Mr. Deep Chandra Joshi ji, Acting President of the NCLT. It's a solemn occasion as we gather here today in a moment of gratitude. Respected sir, though the Honorable Registrar has said about your stint at the various places, I don't want to repeat it. But sir, your judicial journey stands as a testament, according to us, to intellectual integrity and an unwavering commitment to judicial values and a deep sense of duty. What the bar particularly cherishes, sir, is your clarity of thought, courtesy in conduct, and firmness. Young members of the bar found encouragement, seniors found respect, and every litigant felt heard. On behalf of the entire Bar Association, I wish to place on record our heartfelt appreciation for the cooperation, dignity, and mutual respect that sir consistently extended to the bar. As Your Honor now steps into a new chapter, whether in public service, academic engagement, or well-earned work, we do see with hope that the society and legal professionals will continue to benefit from sir's wisdom and experience. May good health, peace, and fulfillment accompany Your Honor in the years ahead. With these words, on behalf of the Bar Association and the entire legal fraternity, I bid Your Honor a respectful farewell with profound gratitude and the highest esteem. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Shri Jay Saha, President NCLT Bar Association, Kolkata, to address the court.
Respected honorable members, the Honorable President Sri Deepchand Joshi, esteemed Honorable Judicial and Technical members of all NCLTs, distinguished guests, officers of the NCLTs, my dearest colleagues. As I stand here today to address you on the occasion of the retirement of Justice Joshi, I am reminded of a few lines from a song by Simon and Garfunkel. It goes like this. I was 21 years when I wrote this song. I'm 22 now, but I won't be for long. As time hurries on, the leaves that were green turn to brown. My lords, the only constant thing about life is change, and therefore we are gathered today to bid farewell to one of the longest serving judicial members of the NCLT family. Born in Ramnagar district, Nainital, Uttarakhand on 17th March 61, Justice Joshi graduated from the Kumaon University, Nainital in 1980, obtained a law degree from the same university, and enrolled in the Bar Council in Delhi in 1986. He practiced as a lawyer in the High Court and District Courts, and ultimately joined the Rajasthan Judicial Service in 1996, as has already been said to all present. Therefore, he already came to the NCLT on 13 September 2021 with a wealth of experience as a learned and experienced judge, accustomed in the ways of the court and accustomed to dealing justice deftly and swiftly. My lord, as a lawyer who has had the opportunity of frequently appearing before Justice Joshi, I can vouch for the fact that his contribution in the development and implementation of the provisions of the code has been immense. Justice Joshi has always, in addition to his vast knowledge of the code and his assistance in helping the same grow and develop through judgments and orders passed by him, always lent a stability and calmness to the bench. Lawyers appearing before him did not have to hurry along, and they were assured always of a patient and attentive hearing. Another particularly distinguishing aspect of Justice Joshi was his ability not to let grass grow under his feet. He was always quick to conclude matters and even quicker to pass orders and judgments thereon. During his 4.5-year tenure as judicial member of NCLT, Justice Joshi has presided over many jurisdictions covering many states. It is a matter of amazement that he has earned dollops of goodwill, respect, and adulation of the bar of all the NCLTs over which he presided. Sir, I had the opportunity of appearing before you several times, and on each occasion, irrespective of the result of such hearings, I have returned satisfied that I was given a patient hearing by a receptive judge who was fully cognizant of the law. During your short tenure, sir, as president of the NCLT, you were required to wear many hats, not only to administer justice, but also to be a foresighted administrator. My lord, you have exceeded our expectations in both fields. On behalf of the Kolkata NCLT Bar and its entire legal fraternity, I thank you for your dedicated service, your sagacity, your wisdom, and your guidance. Hasta la vista, dear Judge Joshi. May you continue to enlighten and bring sunshine to all the lives that you touch. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Shri Sushil Daga, Secretary, NCLT Bar Association, Jaipur, to address the court.
Very good evening to, good afternoon to everyone, honorable judges, honorable acting president, Deepchand, other learned members, senior advocates, advocates in the bar, members of the registry who have played an active effort of making this farewell come at this place. Today is a rare moment in a life of bar where you have a lot of words to say, still find it insufficient. We stand here not only to mark and give farewell speech to Shri Deep Chandra Joshi ji, the judicial member from Jaipur who rose to the occasion and gave heroic judgments, gave patient hearing. More than that, I'll say, gave urgent hearings. Whenever a lawyer appeared before him and said that this is something which is urgent and demands the attention of the Honorable Court, it was always put up next day, many times on the same day itself. I'm not very sure that it yielded the same result the lawyer came up with, but it definitely yielded the same kind of thought process when he left the court. He felt that whatever was done was the only solution that could have been done. The most important part in the journey of Shri Deep Chandra Joshi ji was how accommodatively he appeared to understand the problems of the law. National Company Law Tribunal does not come very originally to the judges coming from the district courts, because company related matters doesn't come that frequently there. But only none of us could imagine that how quickly he gathered and how quickly he used to ask those very simple pertinent questions at the time of hearing. After the lawyer completed his arguments, the honorable judge always had a couple of questions which would summarize the legal questions involved and where the matter would flow. It was always his wisdom that he heard the side which looked weaker, and he gave them more opportunity to express and probably prove a point. He was always ready to change his mind and change the thought process and look on the other side of the matter. If one word that has to describe the leadership, I'll say Niyati Iti Naika. The person who can lead from front is very important. At Jaipur, he led from front. The time he was going to Guwahati, at that time when we gave farewell speech, there was a sense of anguish that such an performing judge should not be sent so far. But at the same time, he said that that's the journey of a judicial officer and you'll face opportunities and challenges. He took it as a challenge, and despite the ailing mother who was not keeping well, he took this as a challenge, went to the other side of the country. And yet what we only listen from our friends there, that what a well-performing, well-patient judge that we have sent from Jaipur. So that's the kind of quality Shri Deep Chandra Joshi ji possessed. And for those who had privilege of appearing before your lordship would know that the hallmark of the courtroom had been patience. Lawyers sometimes come unprepared, sometimes over-prepared, and occasionally speak far larger than the matter demands. Yet your lordship listened calmly, attentively, and more importantly, patiently. These qualities are rare. Judicial office demands authority, but it also demands restraint. And throughout your tenure, your lordship demonstrated that authority does not come from the volume of the voice, but from the clarity of thoughts and quiet confidence of a reason. I remember appearing in a matter where issues were complex, the stakes were high, and the arguments as a lawyer often make them were elaborate. Yet the moment your lordship began asking questions, it became clear that the essence of the dispute had already been grasped. That is a mark of a good judge. A good judge listens, a great judge understands. Your lordship belongs to the later category. But beyond jurisprudence, there is another aspect that the bar values deeply, is the accessibility. The relationship between bench and bar is the foundation of any judicial institution. During your tenure, the bar was always felt that it had patient listener and fair adjudicator. We may believe that this is just 1 month of a tenure as an acting Chief Justice, acting head of the family in NCLT. Please ask the members at bar that a long problem related to registry, which is pending for months, get resolved in this 1 month, for which We were all puzzled for almost 1.5 years. If 1 month could have done this kind of a solution, we never know what would have been in place if he would have been heading the institution. To say fairly, it is always important to have such a personality around. It reminds you from the bench also, he always used to say that you are my fellow lawyers. Please do not raise volume. Please do not indulge into such talks. I would give you that patient hearing that you want. He was always ready to read all the judgments. There are many in the bar here right now who owe their career at NCLT to the honorable judge because that sense of confidence was thrown to him. Tomorrow morning perhaps will be a little difficult because it will not be the same. He would get up, not rise to read the files and come back and pass on orders. But tomorrow morning, perhaps there will be little more silence. But I have no doubt that the discipline and intellectual engagement that has shaped your judicial life will continue to guide whatever you choose to do next. Because the role of a judge does not end with retirement. The influence of a judge continues in the institution, strengthens the lawyers, strengthens the institution, the lawyers gets encouraged, and the jurisprudence gets shaped. Your Lordship leaves behind an institution that is stronger, steadier, and more respected because of your stewardship. On the behalf of Bar, I wish you health, happiness, and satisfaction that comes from knowing that you serve the cause of the justice with dignity and integrity. Thank you, Your Lordship, for the patience you kept with us, for the courtesy to the Bar, and for your contribution to the institution. The bench will miss you, the Bar will remember you, and the institution will carry forward your legacy. Thank you, Your Lordship.
Thank you, sir. I invite Shri Anurag Kalavatia, Vice President, High Court Bar Association, Jaipur, to address this court.
Honorable Shri Deepchand Joshi ji, Acting President of National Company Law Tribunal, Honorable members of the Tribunal, learned senior advocates and members of the Bar, officers and staff of the Tribunal, ladies and gentlemen. Coming from the Jaipur Bar, it is both a privilege and a deeply personal honor to stand before this distinguished gathering today as we bid farewell to a judge whose career reflects not only legal acumen, but also, and most importantly, humility, patience, and quiet dignity. In the legal profession, we often measure a judge's career by the number of their reported judgments. But occasionally we encounter judges who are remembered not merely for what they wrote in their judgments and orders, but for how they conducted their courts. Honorable Shri Deepchand Joshi ji is one amongst such judges. Sir's journey in the law began in the hills of Uttarakhand and took him to the corridors of Delhi Bar in the year 1986, where he practiced before the Delhi High Court and the district courts. That experience at the bar perhaps explains something many of us noticed in his courtroom: a judge who understands what it feels like to stand on the other side of the dais. In the year 1996, Sir joined us in the Rajasthan Judicial Services, beginning what would become a distinguished judicial career spanning over more than 2 decades, eventually retiring as the District and Sessions Judge in March 2021. Those years in the district judiciary are often described as the real university of judging. It is there that honorable judges learn to balance law with humanity, procedure with practicality, and justice with time constraints. And by all accounts, Sir carried those values with him throughout his judicial career. When Sir joined NCLT as a judicial member in September 2021, he entered a specialized domain of company law insolvency, an area that many lawyers like me are still trying to fully understand even after considerable years of practice. Yet, Sir adapted with remarkable ease, bringing with him the discipline and clarity that come from decades on the bench. Those who have appeared before him would recognize certain constants in his court. One, the patience with which he dealt with everyone in the court. Second, preparation. Sir would always come prepared with all the files fully read. And third, fairness. Both the sides always felt Sir has heard them fully and patiently. Last year, Sir was transferred from Jaipur bench to the Cuttack bench, and thereafter, the government entrusted Sir as the senior most judicial member with the responsibility of serving as acting president of this august institution. It was a moment of transition for the tribunal, and Sir provided exactly what such moment required: calm leadership, institutional continuity, and quiet confidence. In courts, we often hear the phrase, justice must not only be done, but must also seem to be done. What judges like Sir Joshi demonstrates is that justice must also be felt. Felt in the fairness of the hearing, the dignity of the courtroom, and the respect shown to every participant in the process. Sir, the legal community often says the judges retire, but the institution never truly lets them go. Their judgments continue to guide us, their courtroom discipline continue to shape our conduct, and their example continues to inspire younger members of the profession. Your journey from Ramnagar to Delhi Bar and from the District Judiciary of Rajasthan to NCLT and finally to the office of acting president is a reminder that the finest judicial careers are built not only on publicity but on integrity, consistency, and service. On behalf of the Jaipur Bar, on behalf of many litigants who may never know your story but have certainly benefited from your work, I express our deepest gratitude to you, sir. We also acknowledge and thank your family who have shared you with the justice system for so many years. Sir, as you demit office today, we wish you good health, happiness, and many fulfilling years ahead. This time may be the closing of one chapter, but certainly not the final order in life of service. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. I now invite learned advocate Shri Shivangshu Naval, NCLT Bar Association, Jaipur, to address this court.
Thank you. Good afternoon to Honorable President, members of the NCLT, learned senior advocates, members of the bar, other practitioners, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a pleasure for me to be given this opportunity to say a few words on this occasion of demission from office and retirement of Honorable Justice Deepchand Joshi. It makes my task slightly difficult to say a few words as I am nestled between what has already been said by my esteemed colleagues, starting with learned senior advocate and senior advocates, as they have covered the field largely and been effusive in their praise for Sir. And I must also say that no matter how many words we conjure, there would never be enough words to fully justify the impact and role that Honorable Deepchand Joshi ji has had in the development and growth of NCLT as an institution, NCLT Jaipur in particular, and later on in his latter stint of his career, the other benches that he served in with utmost dignity and grace, be it Cuttack, Guwahati, or presently as the acting president of NCLT. As Sir draws curtains on a glorious chapter, it is a bit of a bittersweet pill that the NCLT as an institution would be deprived of Sir's benevolence, Sir's grace, and as all my colleagues have said in unison, a sort of sense of consistency and calmness that he lent so effortlessly to the institution that he has led for so many years. Sir's journey has already been recounted by my colleagues, and I would not repeat that, has been remarkable in not just the sense of purpose that he has brought to his judgments or the manner in which he is conducted it himself, and his courts. But remarkably, the manner in which he has over the years so effortlessly and so successfully combined with a plethora of different and diverse members coming from diverse backgrounds as fellow judicial members or technical members. Sir has combined with so many of them, lest I say if only few would have had the privilege and the honor of sharing the bench with as many colleagues as Sir has. And it's a testament to his patience, his wisdom, his immense sense of security and belief in himself and his abilities that his, lest I use the word jugalbandi with all his colleagues, has been remarkably successful and remarkably rewarding and enriching both for the bar and the bench alike. I would be remiss if I do not share a couple of Sir's impeccable mannerisms that have often inspired us and often made us believe more in the sense of dutifulness that Sir has exhibited over the years. One such incident that I recount with a lot of fondness is Justice Joshi's immense sense of dutifulness towards his job. He not only was extremely patient as a judge, extremely giving as a judge, I should say, but he also took the task of doing his homework, of doing his the behind the curtains work that he put in, especially coming from a background of a non-corporate uh, lawyer and jurist subsequently. That was indeed inspirational for a lot of young lawyers, and a lot of us have stood to benefit from the same. The second thing was, Sir always had an extra space in his mind, in his heart, and he was very benevolent towards colleagues who would have had the lesser numbers of practice at the bar. Sir always made extra time for them and made them feel extremely comfortable, extremely at ease. And that is something that all of us as professionals could learn from and draw a leaf out of. The bar of Jaipur, of course, takes it as a personal milestone or success that one of us has so successfully represented what Rajasthan and particularly Jaipur Bar has had to offer to the institution of NCLT. And I'm sure it's only going to be a loss for the institution that has been deprived of Sir's leadership and abilities, as he has only got a stint of about a month's time that he served as the acting president. I would not like to take much time as there are other colleagues also who are waiting. I would just like to express my profound gratitude. And with all humility at my command, I would like to say, sir, that we wish you a very, very successful, hopefully, where you can have some more time with your family and enjoy a lot of good health with your family, wherever you choose to be. And I'm sure sir would continue to throw light upon and enlighten all of us in whatever role he chooses beyond this day. Thank you so much, sir. We wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. I now invite learned advocate Mrs. Anubha Singh, NCLT Bar Association, Jaipur, to address the court.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Mr. Joshi, all the members of the bar, and all the senior judges. Since morning, I was feeling very bad that Joshi sir will be retiring, and he has a very short, tenure as an acting chief, because in such a short tenure, he has actually given Jaipur bar much of a relief, which has happened because, as everybody know, the registry of Jaipur bar was with Allahabad and all the lawyers, everybody. We were facing so much problem. We tried many times, but the registry was not changed. And the moment Joshi sir actually took office, this was a day's job which has happened and given us a lot of relief. I remember when Joshi sir joined, it was just after COVID, November 21. After COVID, VC has just started and we have started coming to courts, and everybody was very skeptical how the work will be carried on, how everything will be done. And when I argued first matter before sir, I was very relaxed. The kind of hearing, the kind of patience, the kind of calmness he had, because I'm somebody from a non-corporate background. So it was very difficult for me to pick up, because this is a profession before NCLT. This is something where everybody is very good in company law, everybody is very good in corporate. So I'm a non-CS, and I can relate. Sir is also from state judiciary, how hard he had worked, how many judgments he used to read. Once I was actually arguing a matter before him, and I said, sir, this is the latest law. Then he said, no, Anubha, this is not. 2 days before, this judgment was actually delivered. So this was the kind of effort I had seen. I also remember when he had undergone his cataract operation. That time also, he did not
पेपर
leave.
डॉक्टर ने लिखा ना अंशुमन अग्रवाल ने
Last day of the vacation, when vacation was about to start, we actually mentioned a matter in the morning. That matter was taken up, listed, and interim orders were passed. So these are the things which sir has done, and we will always miss him. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. I now invite learned advocate Shri Nitesh Srivastav, NCLT Bar Association, Jaipur, to address this court.
A very good afternoon to the respected President NCLT, all the respected judicial and technical members of NCLT across India, and the senior advocates and other my fellow advocate friends and staff. Today we gather to honor and celebrate an extraordinary judicial journey as we bid farewell to our respected judicial member, Mr. Deepchand Joshi ji, whose distinguished service has left an enduring remark on the institution and legal fraternity. Throughout his tenure from 13 September 2021 to today, he served majority of his time as judicial member of NCLT Jaipur, and therefore we have witnessed his legal acumen, compassion toward all the advocate practicing before NCLT Jaipur. He has upheld the highest standard of integrity, fairness, and dedication to the rule of law, and we were grateful to have argued matters involving complex issues of IBC and Companies Act. His insightful judgment, deep understanding of law, and unwavering commitment to justice and compassion toward bona fide applicants have significantly contributed to the functioning of this institution. His powerful judgments have reposed trust amongst the litigants, advocates, and now being followed by other NCLTs as well. His elevation to the position of acting president of National Company Law Tribunal stands as a testament to his exceptional judicial journey, leadership, integrity, and immense trust reposed in him. Under his guidance, the institution continued to strengthen its role in upholding the intent of IBC and resolving corporate disputes with wisdom and efficiency. Beyond his judicial responsibility, he has also been a guiding presence for many of us, especially the young members of the bar. While his retirement marks the end of an illustrious chapter in his professional career as an NCLT member, the legacy of his service and thus the value he has demonstrated will continue to inspire us throughout our practice. On behalf of everyone present here and NCLT Jaipur Bar, I express my sincere gratitude to you and wish you a good health, happiness, and fulfillment in the years ahead, and a very happy birthday in advance. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Shri Saroj Kumar Sahu, Secretary, NCLT Bar Association, Cuttack, to address this court.
President NCLT and all members of judicial and technical members of all the benches of NCLT, senior advocates, other professionals, chartered accountant, company secretary and cost accountants, and also the members of the registry also. It is my pleasure to present few words before this august gathering. Honorable President spends entire his career, most part of his life, to provide justice to the person who sit in the last bench. He is not only a very good judge, he is a friend, philosopher, and guide. He teaches the newcomers. As a teacher in his career, he minimizes the gap between the bar and bench. In his eyes, each and everyone is equal. In this situation, I just quote a famous few lines of the Santa Kapi Bhimabhai. He is the blind from the birth, and his quotation is also wrote in the UNO building, Moji bana pache narke padi thau, jagat uddhara heu. It means my life is gone there. I am go anywhere. It is not matter. But the society will go ahead because we being the part of the society. If society will grow, then we also simultaneously grow. So we are for the society. Whatever we are duty, the Mr. Joshi has, I think, so whatever in the NCLT we have a relationship with, I personally knows him in the matters and also in the personal life, I experience. So my experience says, so Deep Chandra Joshi also carrying these things also. So and he's also, my earlier friends also delivered so many things about his patience hearing, about his knowledge. And one thing I just quote from the Chanakya, Vidvatang Chandrupatvam Chanaivatulya Kadachana Swadesha Pujyata Raja Vidvana Sarvatra Pujyate. There is no comparison between the Vidvatang and Nupatang. Those who are learned person, he is being giving prestige to everywhere, as like Mr. Joshi, whether he in Jaipur, whether he in Guwahati, whether he in Delhi, whether he in Cuttack, everyone get the same type of prestige. Everyone is bow down. And Nrupatwam, only the king is getting prestige within his wisdom. So, in this, as a guru, I seen in the court practice, so many newcomers are coming, young practitioners are coming to the court. If they have been prepared himself fully or partly, so cooperative, it cannot be expressed. As in this situation, I just remember one word from the Kabir Das. Guru Govinda daun khare kahe kula gopaye guru atto balihari Govinda diya dikhaye. The guru, the person who first bow down before the guru, because guru identifies the Govinda. So what is law? How to plead? What is your matter? Everything can be teased with a patient's hearing. In this regard, on behalf of the NCLT Cuttack Bar, NCLT Odisha Practitioners Association, I just pray to the Lord Jagannath for the healthy life, and I also best wishes in this Parisesana Madhurena Samapayet. One thing from the 18th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, I just submit the 42 number shloka. Sama Dama Tapasaurja Khantirarjam Evacha Jnana Vijnanamastikam Brahma Karma Subhavajam. These are the characters of a human being. Bhagavad Krishna says, Shama, the equality. Dama, there is a power of control. Saurja, there is a, Saurja means there is a angerness. Dama, Saurja, Khanti Rajya Mega, there is a sacrifice. There is a क्षमा करने का शक्ति जिसका पास में है. आर्जमेव च, so that the power of the leadership, ज्ञान, knowledge, vigyan, vishesh gyan, shaurjamev cha. These are the character, I think, these characters possessed by the Chandra Joshi ji. So with this परिशेषण अहम सी सरोज कुमार साहू प्रे प्रार्थना जगन्नाथ लॉर्ड जगन्नाथ को मैं प्रार्थना करता हूं कि भगवान जगन्नाथ जी उनको और उनको परिवार को बहुत बहुत आशीष दे और जितने भी उनका लाइफ सब लाइफ में उनके सुखी में बचे. अर्थागम नित्यं मरोगिताश्च प्रियाश्च भार्या प्रियवादिनीश्च वश्यश्च पुत्र अर्थकारिश्च विद्या षट्जौनो लोकस्य सुखानि राजन. The Upanishad says अर्थागम नित्यं, there is a flow of money. Every day there is a flow of money. Being he is a pension earner, I think he is not anger about the money. अर्थात मरोगिताश्च, I pray to Lord Jagannath for the निरोग रहने के लिए healthier life. प्रियाश्च भार्या, there is a good family relationship. Priyavadiningscha, there is a good relationship between among the family society. Priyavasyascha putra, the children, within the control of the parents. And arthakarischa vidya, whatever they have knowledge and earn something. So these are the character of a king. So I pray to Lord Jagannath, Deep Chandra Joshi will live as a king in his retirement life. With this word, I wish again to Honorable President for best wishes on behalf of the Cuttack Bar. Thank you, sir. Vande Uttar Janani.
Thank you, sir. I now invite learned advocate Shri Saswat Kumar Acharya, NCLT Bar Association, Cuttack, to address this court.
My Lord, the Honorable Acting President Shri Deep Chandra Joshi ji, and all the Honorable Judicial and Technical members of the Honorable National Company Law Tribunal, the Registrar, the Deputy Registrars, and all other members of the Office of the Registry, senior advocates, my dear friends and fellow professionals, I wish you all a very good afternoon. It's quite humbling, to say the least, after listening to all of you, to speak further on our beloved Joshi sir on his retirement day. As we all know, he was born in Ramnagar, which incidentally is the gateway to the famous Jim Corbett Tiger Reserve in Uttarakhand in 1961. He got his law degree in 1983 and started practicing in Delhi in 1986 till 1996. After that, he joined the judiciary in 1996, rose up to the rank of a district cum sessions judge. In 2021, he retired and joined this honorable tribunal in September 2021. It's been 4.5 years, this stint of his at this honorable tribunal. He has presided over several benches of this tribunal. And as a representative of the bar at Cuttack Bench, I'm proud to say that out of his 4.5 years, Cuttack Bench has been fortunate to have him for a period of almost 1 year and 8 months. During this period, the hallmark of Joshi sir's presence was his sense of calm disposition amidst all the chaos we professionals created around him. He manifested an extremely pleasant personality with his soothing smile and welcoming demeanor. One thing nobody can ever complain of in Joshi sir's adjudication process was that no one can ever say that he or she has not been heard properly. He remained unruffled and collected at all times and always gave full opportunity to a professional to present his case. Ultimately, as professionals, having the opportunity to argue our case to the hilt of our preparation is our way of giving service to our clients, and sir always understood and acknowledged that with a sense of sensitivity. Another aspect of sir's contribution to the field is that his judgments have always been well reasoned, decisive, and unambiguous, and have been extremely instrumental in developing the jurisprudence of IBC and the Companies Act. His decisions also reflect a lot about the clarity of thoughts in his mind. Another important virtue is the way he accommodated junior professionals. I'm sure everyone will agree. Whenever juniors appear, due to the inadequacy of their experience, they naturally tend to get nervous. However, when the matter is before Joshi sir, the way he responds to those junior counsels in an accommodative manner indeed comforts and allows them to open their case properly. Even if the case doesn't go in his favor, Joshi sir ensures that he does not have any complaint that he has not been heard enough. In my opinion, this does a great deal in boosting their confidence and make them feel welcome in this tough sphere of litigation. This is such an important yet underrated value that helps breed better professionals to argue cases of tomorrow. As regarding his role in his administrative capacity, we are extremely grateful to acknowledge that under his guidance, the registry here at Cuttack Bench has always functioned like a clockwork. Any difficulty faced by our bar was addressed immediately and proficiently. Moreover, it is also astonishing that Sir was so adeptly juggling between handling sometimes up to 3 benches simultaneously. His long partnerships with the honorable technical members at Cuttack, be it with my Lord Honorable Shri K.K. Singh sir or my Lord Honorable Shri B.L. Meena sir, were highlighted with a mutuality of respect, great both ends, to ensure their respective duties were discharged with steadfastness, clarity, and in a very healthy and hospitable manner. I realize it might be sounding a bit too obvious now, but then we do not bid farewell to such great personalities every day. And I believe whatever words I say about him cannot measure up to his actions spanning throughout his tenure as a much revered and loved judicial member of this honorable tribunal. Personally speaking, with his extremely rich experience, wisdom, and deep understanding of corporate laws, IBC, and Companies Act, and his calm and composed demeanor, I hope he considers staying within the sphere of court work in some way or the other and keeps contributing richly to this field as he always has. The Cuttack Bench shall always be proud to have had you as its judicial member, sir. Cuttack Bench shall always fondly miss and remember your exemplified presence, and we promise to carry on with the learnings you have induced within our bar. I, on behalf of our bar, convey my best regards and wishes for a healthy and hearty life ahead of him. May God always bless our Honorable Acting President Shri Deep Chandra Joshi ji. Jai Jagannath.
Thank you, sir. May it please the Honorable Acting President and Honorable Members. I now respectfully invite Honorable Acting President to address the proceedings.
To work. My esteemed colleagues, both here in person and joining virtually, Mr. P. Nagesh, Senior Vice President, NCLT Bar Association, New Delhi, Senior Advocate Sri Jay Saha, President, NCLT Bar Association, Kolkata, Sri Sushil Daga, Secretary, NCLT Bar Association, Jaipur, Sri Anurag Kalavatia, the Vice President, High Court Bar Association, Jaipur, Speakers, Advocate Sri Sivanshu Naval, Learned Advocate Mrs. Anuba Singh, Learned Advocate Sri Nitesh Srivastava from Jaipur, Sri Saroj Kumar Sahu, Company Secretary and Secretary NCLT Bar Association Cuttack, Learned Advocate Sri Saswat Kumar Acharya, NCLT Bar Association Cuttack, Learned Advocates present here in person and joining virtually. I'm delighted to see my brother Rajiv Malhotra, the ex technical member. I worked with him for 1 year. He is physically present. I'm so grateful to you, brother,
At the same time, Mr. Satish Chamdal, senior advocate, all the time when we practicing Patiala House, we saw brother and we learned so much from you. Mr. Madan, Mr. Kalia, and so many advocates, because I have never taken the daily bench, either physically or virtually. But you see the advocates normally appear, Mr. Abhishek Anand, Mr. Shraf, all these the renowned professional appear before us, whether I was in Cuttack, in Jaipur. So these are the familiar faces. Hardly in a 1 month tenure, worked in the Delhi bench for 14 days only. But you see, all the faces are familiar with me. Mr. P. Nagesh, earlier he used to appear in Jaipur bench when I was with Mr. Rajiv Marutra. And London Registrar General Sri Utkarsh Yadav, distinguished guests, official of the registry, other staff members of NCLT joining virtually from different NCLT benches. Much has been said. I'm very ordinary person. You see, as said earlier, because I'm bilkul different background का person हूँ. Following the completion of my career as a judge in district judiciary, I've been given the opportunity to serve as a judicial member at NCLT. The Almighty has further blessed me by granting this coveted position, though it was for a brief period. Working as a judicial member in the NCLT is a different domain for seasoned judicial officers. While a background in civil, criminal, and family law provides a strong foundation in judicial discipline, procedural law, and evidence appraisal, the NCLT requires a fundamental shift towards specialized corporate law, commercial understanding, and insolvency and bankruptcy code. However, with the support of my colleagues and learned members of the bar, I endeavor to fulfill my role as a judicial member to the best of my ability. One of the true beauties of the NCLT is encountering individuals from diverse backgrounds, providing a unique opportunity to learn from their varied experience and expertise. During my career as a judicial member in NCLT, about 4.5 years, I worked with more than 20 technical members. Many of them are now retired. One of them is Mr. Rajiv Mitra, sitting in front lane. The present member I work with, Honorable Sri Atul Chaturvedi, Honorable K.K. Singh, Honorable Sri Vijay Chelapati, Honorable Sri B.L. Meena, contributed substantially to my career from their knowledge, experience, expertise. I have great sense of gratitude for their contribution. I have a great sense of gratitude for the learned advocates from different states for their contribution in providing timely justice to the party. Though I was posted at Jaipur for more than 3.5 years, then I transferred to Cuttack. You see the affection of Kolkata lawyers, because Kolkata lawyer, you see, Kolkata lawyers normally appear before me when I was taking Guwahati bench. So these are the familiar faces, the house full of the advocates while they're addressing Mr. Jay. These are the familiar faces with the Jay, Mr. Banerjee, Mr. Mitra, Mr. Jisru Saab, Mr. Chaudhary, all these are the familiar faces formally. I saw that Kolkata lawyers, they are very efficiently working in NCLT. At the same time, they used to come physically before the bench. So I prayed to learned members also, please don't make mention or don't try to take a leave on the same day. Sometimes happened, the judges, the members come physically over there. If they see the name of the member just taking the bench a day, they come physically there, what they say, the bench has been changed. It's better that the leave is taken by any of the member. Please apply one day earlier. In any contingency, it can happen, but not a routine. I have a great sense of gratitude for learned advocates from the different states for contribution in providing timely justice to parties. I'm thankful to esteemed members of the Bar Association of Jaipur for gracing the occasion. You see the learned members from Jaipur, Anurag Kalavatia, Amol Vyas, Mr. Satin Khorania, and Mr. Sejwani, and who is left now? They have come physically from Jaipur. Anyone left, please raise your hand. Because yes, Uskars is also they are these 5, 6 brothers come physically from Jaipur at this occasion. I am very thankful to all of you. I am grateful to learned registrar Sri Utkarsh Yadav for his valuable contribution and also for his unwavering support in personal exigencies. I am thankful to all registry officials, court officers, LRH, and entire staff of NCLT Jaipur Cuttack for their unwavering support in its smooth working. My daughter Vidhi is sitting at left, extreme left, north lane. Son-in-law, Aparna, my son Puskin is also there. They are great source of inspiration for me. Vidhi has completed LLM and likely to complete a PhD in law. Obviously, chose a different profession and CH doing well with Aparna. My son Puskin is also engaged with an American company. He's doing well in his profession. Ultimately, I feel I am a contented person and God has blessed me beyond measures. Thank you all for your good wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. You are indeed deeply honored. This concludes the full court reference convened on the occasion of the delivering of office of the Honorable Acting President. On behalf of the tribunal and the registry, I respectfully express our gratitude to all the honorable members, learned representatives of the bar, senior advocates, and distinguished guests for their gracious presence. I now request all present to kindly join for thank you. This is on the 8th floor. Thank you.